What's going on, guys? My name is SenorAsssHat, and welcome to another motovlog. So, on today's motovlog, we are going to be talking about childhood and basically the ascent into adulthood. Because I was talking with one of my friends a while back, because actually just getting around, I had to remake this because the audio was all fucked up. So, yeah. So basically, childhood and ascending into adulthood. Basically, did you ever notice the transition from adulthood, or rather from childhood into adulthood? Because she brought up a lot of good points that you can't really tell when you go from being a child to an adult. I mean, it could start with responsibility, it could start with your first job, but it's not something that you really notice. It's just something that it just happens. And fuck this Ford. You're going slow all the way. Now get the fuck out of my way. Oh, schoolyard. Gotta slow down. But yeah, so going from, aka school, and getting out of school, like graduating high school, that doesn't necessarily make you an adult. I mean, in society's eyes, it makes you accountable for your actions, yes. But do you become an adult when you get your first full-time job? Well, I guess you could say when you have a kid, you're automatically an adult because you're that parent's guardian. So you could be an adult at a really young age if you have a kid when you're really young. Which I know a lot of people who have done that and they don't regret it. So they kind of shoot into adulthood at that point. Like, it doesn't gradually get there. You just, as soon as you have a kid, man, boom, you went automatically full-grown adult. And so that could be one thing, but you never notice it. That's the thing. You never notice and say, hey, holy shit, I'm a fucking adult now. It just doesn't work that way. Like myself, when I was in high school, I was working a job. I worked at McDonald's, and I was working every day from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. I got off school at 3. I went home, got changed, went right to work. And so technically, I had a quote-unquote full-time job right from when I was 16. And I started working originally when I was 15. It was only part-time, mind you. But, yeah, I started when I was 15. And the only reason why I did that is because my mom knew the manager where I was working at that time. So she got me in. But yeah, like, I mean, I never really had a childhood that after school in high school you'd be able to go out, hang out with your friends. It was more of I'm at work and they were off doing other things. So that brought up a really good point, that you don't really notice it. What about you guys? Did you ever feel that you never had a childhood, that you kind of jumped into the adult role too quickly? Like, do you regret it? I myself, I am regretting it now. I mean, I'm only 22 and I've been working since I was 15. I mean, it's not a long time in the grand scale of things, but it just feels like you don't have any time to yourself. You don't really get to relax, take a day and do nothing, sit on your ass, just relax and enjoy the day. It's more of you get to enjoy the day a little bit, then you go to work and then come home. You're so damn tired after work, you just want to go to bed, get up and repeat. And I mean, after you get out of high school, that you don't have this constant school where it's like 8 to 9 or 8 to 3 or whatever. And then you have time afterwards where you can just go and do whatever, do homework, and then hang out with your friends. It's more of all the days start to blend together. Where days that normally would take, well, a couple days, like it feels like a couple days or whatever, now it just kind of flies by. Like, it's been 4 years since I've been out of school. And that's just mind-blowing because I remember waking up early in the morning and going to school in a t-shirt and pajama pants and going to see my friends, learning from someone who was doing their job. And now kind of we're out in the real world doing our job, and time is just flying by so quickly. So if you are in school and you are watching this, don't rush into adulthood. Like your parents always say, don't wish to grow up. And I never really noticed it. And I never really only ever said, well, yeah, I want to be an adult so I don't have to listen to you guys anymore. And those things don't become important. like listening to your parents and stuff, that doesn't become important. That girl was giving me dirty looks. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, so don't wish to grow up, because when you actually do grow up, you're gonna hate it. Being a grown-up, yes, you can go out and buy everything you've ever wanted, but with growing up comes responsibilities and bills. And I shit you not, ask your parents how hard it was growing up and making the transition from their childhood to their adulthood, because, I mean, you're a product of that, and it's a story. It really is. So, yeah, ask your parents, ask about the struggle they had to deal with, and the struggles you're dealing with, whether you just go to high school, you're in high school now, or anything like that. I really want to hear, because, like I said, she brought up some really good points, and I'm going to take this opportunity to fuck off. Whee! And, yeah, so she brought up some really good points. I want to hear what you guys think. Personally, myself, I grew up too fast, and now I'm regretting it. So that's just my personal take on it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Like this video and share it with your friends so we can get some more comments going. And subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will see you guys next time. Also, P.S. There's my high school right there. This is my high school. Or was my high school, rather. So, that's a thing. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys soon.